Welcome guys to another session of Honest Talk About Women, where you'll learn tips, tricks and strategies on how to navigate the minefields of dating and relationships. Please don't forget to press on the like button, subscribe to the channel and comment in the comment section. This all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you've got a story you want to share with viewers, please contact me on my email address listed below. Today's session is going to be on male grooming. This is a general overview video on male grooming. This is all you need to know, guys, in 10 or 15 minutes. There are other sources out there that spend huge amounts of time, hours and hours, elaborating on every fine feature of your body. But as we're all time poor, this will be a general overview of how to look good and scrub up great for your date. Now, just a disclaimer, this doesn't cover beards or tattoos. They're both very popular at the moment, and they're both very highly specialized, and there's plenty of people out there that will offer advice on what the best beard is and how to maintain your tattoos with the best balm. Always pays sometimes to pop into a local barber shop. You can see how good they are by the amount of people going in and out, and usually a local barber will give you some really good advice on your grooming of your beard. Okay, now let's get started. So guys, you need to invest some money in yourself. I see it time and time again. Guys spending huge amounts of money on cars. New mag wheels, $10,000. A new sound system in their car, $5,500. And some of it's on tick. They just borrow the money to do it. And then you look at themselves and they hardly spend any money on themselves at all. And they wonder why they don't have a date or have a girlfriend. So invest a bit of money in yourself, guys, and I'm not saying it has to be a huge amount of money. In fact, it'll be a small fraction of what you spend on your car. A lot of guys spend tens of thousands of dollars on a car. Male grooming doesn't have to be expensive. You can purchase most of the parts that you need to maintain your body quite cheaply. There's various websites. A popular one at the moment is Temu, where you can cut out the middle person, the retailer in your local area, and just deal direct with China, and it gets delivered quite quickly. So let's get started, guys. Once again, if you get this right, it will speak volumes. You'll go up quite a few notches. And it amazes me with people with tremendous amounts of money who want to date, but they don't know how to groom. And you've got to get the basics right to get to first base with a good quality woman. So follow these principles, guys, and you'll be moving ahead, heads on heels. So what we're going to do is start from the bottom up, start with the feet and go all the way up to the head, to the hair, okay? So let's start with toenails. So guys, quite common is fungal toenails. And this is due to poor maintenance of your toes. You need to not wear damp socks or have dampness after the shower with your toes, and then get into bed where there's no air circulation at the bottom of the sheets. You need to ensure that you don't develop fungal toenails, because once it starts, it's very, very hard to get rid of. And proper maintenance going forward will ensure that you will not have bad or incur fungal toenails. Also, with your toenails and your hand nails, make sure they're cut right back. Okay, there's nothing worse than long fingernails or long toenails. And even worse if there's dirt underneath your fingernails. If you're on a date and a woman looks at your dirt underneath your fingernails, that just speaks volumes, guys. Absolutely speaks volumes. So short fingernails, no dirt underneath your hand nails, and then with your feet, you've got to have short toenails too. And I can talk from personal experience, because when you're in bed at night and you want to make a move and you get closer to your woman, and your toes accidentally hit into her lower body, I can assure you there can be quite a loud hissy fit that can occur if you don't have that in order. Okay, still on the feet is the heels. You're going to make sure your heels are nice and soft. and there's no calluses on your heels. And there's plenty of items you can use to get the calluses off your feet, and then put some moisturizing cream on. Again, it's not a big job. Do it quickly, do it thoroughly, and you'll have lovely heels on your feet. Okay, hair on your legs, guys. That's a personal one. Some guys shave the hair on their legs. I don't. I know a lot of cyclists do, and that's absolutely fine. Just do what works for you. There is a trend out there for guys to shave their legs, but with an electric shaver, but it doesn't come into my world. I'm quite happy, quite relaxed with hair on my legs. So it's amazing, guys, when you date a woman, they scan your body for facial features, and they automatically calculate how hairy your body is based on the hair that you're showing at your date, whether it's on your hands or whether it's on your legs or whatever. To me, it doesn't bother me. They take me what I am for. But some guys like to pull back on the hair, and it's quite often a lot of guys shave the top part of their hands and their fingers, if there's hair on their fingers. So again, a personal choice. If you want to go that far, then go for it. Now let's move into the private part, guys. This is a sensitive area for a lot of guys, and it's again personal choice. But should you wish to shave down below, then use an electric shaver for around your private part. In terms of your actual private part, you don't use an electric shaver for this. You use a wet, blunt shaver, and be very careful if you want to get the hair off, especially around the sack area. In some ways, it's like a plastic bag with water in it. You got to tighten one corner of it and expand it, and then shave around that area. That's it for down below. We'll move up to the abs. If you've got some abs and you want to show, then yes, go ahead and shave around your abs to show your woman that you're proud of your abs. Then we move up to the chest hair. A lot of guys use an electric shaver to shave off their chest hair. Again, it's personal choice. If you want to do that, then go for it. I remember I had a girlfriend once, and this is going some time back, and she insisted that I remove the hair from my chest, and she paid for a waxing of my chest. And I didn't know what a waxing was. I was quite green behind the ears, guys. And I went in and said I've come for the appointment that's been organised by my girlfriend, and the lady showed me to a room, and I lay on the bed, and she came back, and I didn't have a clue what she was doing, and God, was a pain exhilarating. It was so painful. I'd never ever do that again. So it's not for me. I don't do that. So if your girlfriend tempts you into getting it done, then tell her. Just be aware of the pain factor involved, guys. Armpits, that's another area that needs to be shaved back. That can be done in 30 to 60 seconds. Not a big job. Electric shaver only, guys. And then the back of the hair and the back of the neck hair. So it needs to be all tidied up, taken off. Girls don't like hair on the backs, guys, so take that off. There's plenty of items out there that can do that. As for the back of the neck, there's various ways you can have a square back of your hair, or a rounded back of your hair. That's entirely up to you, what your preference is, but it looks nice and tidy once it's done, and you'll look great. Now we'll go to the teeth. For those that smoke out there and drink a lot of coffee, there can be a tendency for your teeth to be quite yellow. There's plenty of products out there. Again, it doesn't cost a lot of money that you can use to whiten your teeth, and it does look great if you have white teeth. I've been told that a number of occasions. The next is nose. Big no-no, guys, having nose hair coming out of your nose. It needs to be trimmed back. Once again, there's plenty of tools out there in the marketplace that can be used to use that to get rid of that. It's not a big exercise. Again, 30 to 60 seconds once a week. If we go to the ears, it's quite interesting. I was looking at engaging a lawyer last week for some legal services, and he had a massive bird's nest in his ears, and that showed lack of male grooming. He was quite an old-fashioned guy, young guy too, but if he was in a dating market, he wouldn't get to first base with that presentation. So again, there's plenty of tools out there, guys, not necessarily that expensive. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes for the ears every fortnight. Not a big job. You do it before you have a shower. Again, something that needs to be done, taking your hair away from your ears. Okay, guys, eyebrows. This is another personal one, and as you age, you start to develop bushy eyebrows, and you need to use a tool to pull back on your eyebrows to make them nice and thin and neat and tidy. And there's various tools you can use, from electric shaver to very thin cotton string, scissors, a pair of tweezers, and so forth. So it all comes down to your personal preference, guys. I know I've known girls that have gone one step further and got their eyebrows tattooed on, and it looks great. But as for guys, I wouldn't go that far. Just get it nice and done, tidy, so it looks presentable at your date. So guys, I've got a funny story to tell on the eyebrows. I had a long-term wife who always used to get a massage on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and this place was quite upmarket, and it provided other services too. I'm not saying sexual services, I'm saying facial services and body treatment services. So we went along to the massage, and we lay on the beds, and my wife started to fall asleep, and you could hear her sleeping, and I thought, geez, I'm the same, I'm exhausted, I'm just going to go off into naughty land. So off to sleep I went, and then I get this sort of nudge, and a lady in her broken English telling me, do you want this done? And I just couldn't understand her fully with her English, and I wanted to go back to sleep, and I didn't want to be disturbed. And my wife was still sleeping, so I said, yeah, whatever. And then I went back into sleep mode. And at the end, when I woke up, my wife was fully awake, and she said, "Are you pleased with how it went?" And I said, "Yeah, it was just a massage, wasn't it? It was quite relaxing. I fell asleep like you did." She goes, "No, I'm talking about your eyebrows." And apparently, what the lady had done is put a brown tint in my eyebrows. And I thought, what the hell would you put a brown tint in your eyebrows for? But apparently it's quite common with guys, so maybe I'm out of touch on that front. And as I walked around the shopping mall afterwards, I noticed other guys had brown tinted eyebrows. So to me, it's quite bizarre, quite weird, and it obviously faded out within 4 to 6 weeks. It went away, but it's not for me. I don't do that sort of stuff, and I was quite surprised. And the amount of people out there that do that. So a bit of a trivial little story there. Okay, guys, with your face, you've got to invest in a good quality moisturizer for your face. So when you've had a shave in the morning, use your aftershave cream, but throughout the day, use a moisturizing cream. And it's not something that you'll find in a basic supermarket. The supermarkets tend to do the basic ones. You need to go a bit higher up, and I can tell from experience it makes a big difference. I was using a supermarket brand one, and it was just not effective. You pay a bit more and get a good quality locally made one, and it makes a huge difference on your face. Another one is staying hydrated. You can tell whether you're dehydrated or hydrated by the color of your urine. If it's a light color, then you're hydrated. So it's really crucial, guys, to stay hydrated too for your skin. Okay, haircuts. Now this is a big one because it tells a lot about a person, the way they do their hair. And it's very, very personal, the way you want your hair. So it really depends whether you're a Gen Z, a millennial, an a baby boomer, or a silent generation type, as to what haircut you'll get. So I'll leave that up to you to discuss with your hairdresser or barber. If you're trying to select a local hairdresser or barber, just walk around and see what barber shops or what hairdresser places are busy. Usually based on traffic count, you can tell whether they're putting out a good service. So if you do meet someone and they feel like you feel that they are tuned into the right channel, then get their advice and see what's common. I know a lot of young boys in the early 20s have a completely different haircut to what guys in their 30s have, and to what guys in their 40s have, and then 50s and 60s. So it varies depending on what age group you're into. So I'll leave that one for you guys. Okay, guys, so you're all scrubbed up, spruced up, and you're looking for that first date, but the next one is the choice of clothes, and that's what I'll do in my next video, is tell you the choice of clothes and the big no-nos of what not to wear on a first date. So don't forget to press the like button, click on the subscribe, comment in the comment section, and if you have a story you want to share with viewers to help other fellow guys out, then please email me on the address below. Until next time, take care.